So the permutation is the number of arrangement. I told you how can you arrange 9 girls in the class in order. You have to use the permutation. Now, in this example here, how many different batting orders can you have with 9 players? How to solve it here? First, look at here we have the players now: green, red, yellow, orange, brown, pink, purple, and so on. So now you come to the class. You choose here now. When you enter the class, you have these 9 players. So how many choices here you have? You enter the class, you have 9 players. So how many choices we have? We have 9. You can choose a green, red, yellow. So you have 9 choices. You choose one of them. How many choices we have now? Count, miss. How many circles?
Teacher, 8.
8. After you choose one of the girls or one of the player, we take the 8 now. How many choices we have now?
7.
7.
7.
One of them. How many choices we have now?
6.
6.
6.
Then we take one of them. How many choices we have now?
5.
5. Then you take one of them. So how many choices we have now?
4.
4. Then you take one of them. How many choices we have now?
3.
3. You take one of them. Now how many choices we have now?
2.
2. Then you take one of them. How many choices we have now?
1.
1. And then you take all of them. So there's no choices. So you have to stop. Now, what I did here, I find how can I arrange the players. 9. The first one, I have 9 players. When I choose one of them, I have 8 left. When I choose the second one, I have 7 left. When I choose the third one, I have 6 left, and so on. So in order now here to find how many ways you can arrange them, just you have to multiply 9. Hello, they are 9 players. So you have to multiply 9 times 8 times 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, until you reach number 1. When you multiply them now by the calculator, but I don't know where's my calculator, you will get the answer that, just 1 second, please. Nine times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is 3,628.80. So you have 3,620,880 methods to arrange 9 players in the class. Now, did you understand what's the meaning of how to arrange the girls or how to arrange the players?
Yes, teacher. No, teacher, how 3006 this number?
Eh?
Here, teacher means يعني to arrange the batting players. There is 362,880
Yes.
method.
Yes.
I mean, orders.
And what does it mean? Do you remember here when I told you that if I have 3 girls, Jana, Farah, and Sarah, in this example here, I told you that I can arrange Jana, then Farah, then Sarah, then or Jana, Sarah, Farah, or Farah, Sarah, Jana, or Farah, Jana, Sarah, and so on.
Yes.
Hello, this way here, if I choose 3 girls and I want to arrange them, here you have now 9 girls. 9 girls, and like This as an example. Say that I can choose Farah, Sarah, Jana, Huda, Basmala, Linda, Dana, Hala, who also Jude, Judy. This a way. Another way. I can first choose Judy, then Jude, then Jana, then Huda, then Hala, then Farah, then Dana, then Basmala, then Linda. The third way, I can use Linda, then Basmala, then Dana, then Farah, and so on.
Okay,
So how many
yes.
ways to arrange the girls? We call it here permutation. In order. Why in order? In order, this means I have to arrange them without repeated. And I cannot say Farah, then Farah. I take Farah, then I will take Farah another time. No. Here with order. If I take Farah now, so I have now 8 girls in the class. When I take Huda, I have now 7 girls. I didn't put replace Farah. I will not replace Farah, then I will recount it. Halas, I choose Farah, so I have now 8 girls in the class. When I choose Huda, I have now 7. When I choose Basmala, I have now 6. Without replacement. With order, without replacement. This one, we call it permutation.
Okay.
Got it? What's the meaning of permutation?
Yes, miss.
And in the example that I told you about Farah, Jana, and Sarah, here we have 3 girls only. So in order to find it, you have to say 3 times. What's the number before 3?
2.
2. And the number before 2?
1.
1. So how many different order you have?
6.
6 order, as I told you before. When you remember before, here, let's come back. That was in the previous video, sorry. So when you remember before, how can we arrange Jana, Farah, Sarah, and so on? I told you that we have 6 orders. How can I find these 6 orders? By multiplying, since they are 3 girls, by multiplying 3 times 2 times 1. At the first choice, we have 3 girls. When I choose one of them, I have 2 girls. When I choose the 2 of them, I have 1 girl. So I have 6 ways to order these 3 girls. And now this example here. A swimming pool has 8 lanes. How many ways can 8 swimmers be assigned lanes for the race? Here you have 8 swimmers for 8 lanes, and you have 8 swimmers now. You want to arrange them. So when you come to the swimmers, how many swimmers at the beginning?
8.
They are 8. You choose one of them. Okay? How many swimmers you have now?
7.
7. You choose now 2 of them. I will draw it here for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you choose, you have 8. You choose one of them, you have 7. You choose the second one. How many choices you have now? 6.
6. Then 5, then 4,
then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. So here, how many possible ways to arrange, or how many ways that can be ordered? There's these 8 swimmers. The answer is by multiplying all of these numbers, which they are 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3.
Miss equal 40. 40,300
Yes,
and 320.
we have 40,320 ways to order them. Now,
Yes.
but not all the time I have to multiply the number of them. We have a short way. This short way, we call it n factorial. That's mean, if I told you now how many swimmers or how many 8 swimmers you have arranged them, you write 8 factorial. Factorial, like you have to flip letter I. 8 factorials. 8 factorials, how did you find it? By multiplying, or you can say the general formula, n factorial, by multiplying n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3 up to reach 0. And 0 factorial is 1. If you have to find 8 factorial, you have to put 8 times 8 minus 1, 7, times 8 minus 2, 6, times 8 minus 3, 5. You count until you reach 0. And you know what you say, multiplying by a 0, you will not say 0 because 0 factorial is 1. So this way we call it n factorial, 8 factorial, 3 factorial, and so on. This way it's very easier to me. I will not say 8 times 7 times 6 times 4 in order to find. Quickly, if I told you now you have 8 swimmers, tell me, teacher, it's 8 factorial. If you have 7 girls, you want to arrange them, you say 7 factorials. If you have 13 ways, you have to tell me 13 factorials. How you find 7 factorials? By multiplying 7 times 6, you have to count back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 factorial. And 13, it's 13 times 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 factorial. But miss, we have wasted a lot of time in order to find or to multiply all of these numbers. So there is an easier way.
Miss, here if you multiply 0 factorial, it will be 0.
I told you here. See, the value. The value of 0 factorial is defined to be 1. So it's 1.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's see now what is the method that I can use it to find the factorial here. This method by using the calculator. Look at this calculator here now. By the calculator that I can use it now here. What you have to do, as an example now, I want to find 7 factorial. You press number 7, then shift. Now, do you see this button here? Here, x to the power -1.
Yes, miss.
Press on it, shift with this button, you have get factorial. So 7 factorial equals 5040. So without multiplying the numbers, you can write the answer from the calculator as 5040. Let's find 13 factorial now. 13 factorial. 1, 3, 13, sorry. Shift with this button equals this big number. 6, sorry.
622, something like this.
6, oh, no.
Yes, exactly.
It is 6, 2, 2, 7, 0, 2, 0, 8, 0, 0.
Teacher, which
Teacher, was
button
I
again
supposed
you
to
press?
press after shift?
Shift and this one here.
Oh,
Here,
this,
X
here.
to the power -1. And if you look at this button, so there's something hidden right under it, which is X factorial. So if you press shift with this button, you will find, or you will choose the hidden things, which is X factorial.
Teacher, I got it. Yes, yes.
So here, if I'm asking you now, in how many methods or how many order you can arrange the number of the girls, if you have 15 girls in the class, what do you have to do?
15, then we're going to make shift, and then the x negative
Bravo.
1 equals
15
This
factorial equals this big number.
1,000,000. Yes, 207,000. Yes, this one number.
If I told you now you have 4 girls in the class, you want to arrange them. So 4 shift 4 factorial, you will find that the answer here is 24 ways or 24 orders to arrange these girls. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
yes, teacher.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
now you have 10 books in your bookshelf. Okay. In how many order can you read 4 of the books? You have 10 books now, but you need to read 4 of them, not all of them. If I told you now, to all of them, sorry, you have to say 10 factorial. But here, you have only to read 4 of the books. So 4 of the books you want to read, and you have 10 books or 10 choices. So that's mean you have the first way, or the first thing, you have 10 books. Then when you choose one of them, you have 9 books. When you choose one of them, the second one, you have 8, and then 7. So if I'm asking you now, you want 10 books, and I want to read 4 of them only, you have to multiply the first 4 numbers. Okay, you have to first multiply the first 4 numbers. As an example, I have 15 girls in the class, and I want to choose 6 of you to my project. So what I have to say, I have to put 6 blanks. Then I have to multiply starting from 15, counting back. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10. This way here, this is the number of orders. I can choose 6 girls from 15. This is here a type of permutation, but I don't want to choose the whole number of the girls. I want to choose only 6. So I have to put 6 blanks. Then I will start counting back from 15 up to the first 6 numbers. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10. This way here now, we call it permutation. Permutation notation. Permutation notation, it means that the way to represent the number of permutation arranged in a number of time. Yani, I want to choose, as I told you, I want to choose now 4 or 6 girls from the 15 girls in the class. As I have to write it like this. P of R from N. R, which is the number of the girls I want to choose from the whole numbers in the girls in the class. I want to choose the number of 6 girls from 15. So I will write it as a permutation of 6 from 15. It is a permutation notation. Represent the number of permutation of N arranged R. Now you can use the N factorial that as I did for you before. You have to put 6 blanks here, and you start multiplying from 15. But there's a formula that can help me, that you can say N factorial. As an example, 6 from 15. You have to say N factorial. Where is N? This is N. And this is R. So N factorial, which is mean 15 factorial, over N minus R, yani 15 minus 6, which is 9. Then 15 factorial, it's mean 15 times 14 times 13 times 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7, and so on. Like this example here. It's written for me. If I have to find 2 girls from 8, I want to arrange 2 girls from 8 in the class. So you have to say 8 factorial over 8 minus 2. 8 factorial, I mean 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And 6 factorial, which is 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Then, by simplifying them, you get 8 times 6, which is 56. Here, we have 8 girls in grade 8. And I want to choose 2 of them only. I want to choose 2 of them, not all of them. All of them, you have to say 8 factorial. I tell you that I want to choose the first 2 girls. So when I come to the class, I have 8 choices. Then when I choose one of the girls, I have 7 choices now. So I can say that since I have to choose 2 girls, so I have to put 2 blanks. Then I have to start counting down from number 8. That's 8 times 7. Or you can use the permutation notation. That you have to say 8 factorial over 8 minus 2, which is 6 factorial, in order to get 56.
Yeah,
Did you notice the difference between them?
Yes, Mr. Teacher, I can make like find in the calculator the 8
yeah, I will
factorial.
tell you. How can you find the calculator? Hello, you can say yes, 8 factorial divide by 6 factorial, but there's a button for the permutation can help you more.
Okay.
So if I tell you now, you have 6 books and you want to read all of them, okay? You tell me, teacher, it's 6 factorial. Let's write here. So if I tell you now, you have 6 books in your bookshelf and you want to read all of them. So how many ways you have? You tell me, teacher, it is 6 factorial. 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. This is here, we use the n factorial. But if I tell you now, you have 6 books and you want to read 3 of them. I specified for you a number of books you want to read. In this case, you have to use the permutation. You tell me, I want to read 3 books from 6. The formula is 6 factorial over 6 minus 3, which is 3 factorial. How can you find it by calculator now? Focus with me here. By calculator. Now, shift. Now, here, did you see the multiply button? If you press
So the
on it.
calculator didn't appear.
Okay. Now,
Still miss. Okay, teacher.
now,
Yes. Now
okay.
it's clear.
Now, I need now to write 5, to use the permutation or find the permutation of 2 from 8. Shift with the multiply button here. You write P. Then come back with the row to write 8. Then to the right, 2. This one here, that's mean I want to choose 2 girls from the 8 equals 56, as I did in the example. Another one now for my example here. I tell you now, you have 6 books in your bookshelf. Okay, you want to read all of them. What you have to do? 6 factorial. You have 720. If you want to read all of them, but if you want to read 2 of them only, you have to use the permutation. Shift, multiply. Then I have 6 books. I want to read 2 of them. So how many ways I have? Equal 30. So I have 30 ways to read 2 books from the whole 6. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher. And teacher, yes. So miss will press shift.
Yes.
Then
Shift with multiply to get this NPR. And for PN, you write the number of the box, and for R, you write the number of the box you want to read.
okay.
You get the answer here.
Teacher, when I do shift multiply, it gives me C.
لا, shift with divide. طب try with divide.
It doesn't give me anything.
Okay, send me your calculator on WhatsApp. Tell you what you have to do.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Now as the period is finished, tomorrow we will repeat what is the permutation, what is the unfactorial, what is the counting methods, and then we are going to talk about the combination. Do you have any
Okay,
question?
miss. No, miss. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
No, miss.
Bye bye. Have a
Thank
nice
you so
day.
much,
Bye.
Miss. Have a nice day, Miss. Bye.
Bye bye.
Nice day,
Thank
teacher.
you so
Bye.
much. Have a nice day. Bye.